Welcome back to G Fun Facts Online, where today we're diving into something truly out of this world, yet set to change everything right here on Earth. Imagine a future where patchy internet and no service notifications are ancient history, no matter if you're in a bustling city or the most remote corner of the planet. Well, that future is rapidly approaching, thanks to a revolution happening hundreds of kilometers above our heads, the rise of satellite internet constellations. So what's the big deal? We're talking about a seismic shift in global internet connectivity. Think hundreds, even thousands, of low Earth orbit, or LEO, satellites, forming vast networks. These aren't your old-school, laggy satellite internet providers. These new constellations promise high-speed, low-latency internet access virtually everywhere. This isn't just cool tech. It's a game-changer with huge geopolitical implications, fundamentally altering digital sovereignty, national security, and even the global economic balance. Leading the charge in this new space race is SpaceX's Starlink. As of early 2025, they've already deployed thousands of satellites, providing service in over 100 countries. We're talking download speeds between 50 and 220 megabits per second, with latency as low as 20 to 30 milliseconds. That's good enough to rival traditional broadband. And they're not stopping there. Starlink is even beta testing direct-to-cell technology, aiming to connect your standard mobile phone directly to satellites. Imagine having cellular service anywhere on Earth. But Starlink isn't alone in this cosmic endeavor. Amazon's Project Kuiper is a major contender, gearing up to launch its first production satellites in early 2025, with plans for over 3,200 satellites by 2029. Then there's OneWeb, now part of Eutelsat Group, which has nearly completed its LEO constellation and is teaming up with telecom providers to expand its reach. And we absolutely cannot ignore China. With massive state-backed initiatives like the Guowang constellation, aiming for over 13,000 satellites, and projects like SpaceSail's Thousand Sails constellation, targeting up to 15,000 satellites by 2030. Even the European Union with its IRIS² project and India are actively developing their own satellite internet capabilities. It's a crowded sky up there. How is all this suddenly possible? Several technological leaps have paved the way. Firstly, using LEO satellites, which orbit much closer to Earth, typically between 300 and 1,200 kilometers, drastically reduces that annoying delay or latency compared to traditional geostationary satellites. Secondly, satellite design itself has undergone a revolution. We're seeing smaller, lighter satellites, often under 500 kilograms, packed with innovations like phased array antennas for precise beam steering and intersatellite laser links for zipping data between them efficiently. And let's not forget the launch itself. Reusable rocket technology, pioneered by SpaceX's Falcon 9 and mass deployment strategies, have dramatically slashed the cost of getting these satellites into orbit. Now, why should you care beyond faster streaming? The geopolitical implications are profound. On the one hand, these constellations offer a massive opportunity to bridge the digital divide. Imagine providing reliable internet to remote and underserved populations, boosting education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. For instance, Starlink is already making a difference in African countries like Rwanda, aiding in areas like education. This is connectivity with a conscience. However, there's a flip side. The rise of these constellations sparks serious concerns about digital sovereignty and national security. Think about it. Private companies, and by extension, their home nations, could potentially control vast swaths of global internet infrastructure. This has fueled what some call techno-nationalism, with countries racing to build their own satellite networks to ensure access and avoid relying on foreign providers. Plus, this technology is dual use, meaning it has potential military applications for communication, reconnaissance, and even targeting. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has starkly highlighted this, with Starlink playing a critical role in maintaining connectivity for Ukrainian forces. And then there are the regulatory hurdles, and they are significant. Issues like allocating radio frequency spectrum, managing orbital slots to avoid collisions, and preventing interference between these massive networks require serious international cooperation and robust governance frameworks. The sheer number of satellites also raises concerns about space debris cluttering up Earth's orbit and potentially impacting astronomical observations. Back on Earth, national governments are scrambling to figure out how to regulate these global services. They're trying to balance the incredible benefits of connectivity with concerns over data privacy, security, and who controls the flow of information. Some nations have even pushed back against services like Starlink, keen to maintain control over internet access within their borders. Looking ahead, the future is undeniably bright and big. The satellite internet market is projected for massive growth. Some estimates suggest the global space economy could hit a staggering $1 trillion by 2040, with satellite internet claiming a hefty slice of that pie. We can expect continuous technological advancements, direct-to-device services becoming commonplace, closer integration with 5G and Internet of Things networks, and even AI being used to optimize these vast satellite networks. Fierce competition among providers should, hopefully, drive down costs and improve service quality for all of us. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Challenges certainly remain. The initial cost of user terminals, the dish you need to connect, can be high. Signal quality can sometimes be affected by severe weather. And, of course, there's the question of the long-term financial viability of these incredibly expensive mega-constellations. We also need to seriously consider the environmental sustainability of launching and maintaining tens of thousands of satellites. So what's the bottom line? The evolution of global satellite internet constellations is a double-edged sword. It presents immense opportunities for unprecedented global connectivity, potentially transforming lives and economies. Yet it also brings complex geopolitical, regulatory, and environmental hurdles that will require careful, collaborative navigation in the years to come. It's a new frontier, and we're all watching to see how it unfolds. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Facts Online. Join us next time as we explore another fascinating topic. Until then, stay curious,